Hi friends, this is Juani and welcome to Juani's house. Well, today is, oh, I thought someone pulled up behind me. Today is Wednesday and I'm actually home today. I worked from home a little bit this morning. I'm headed to the hospital. My mom is in the hospital. What we thought originally, well, what I thought was her having like allergies because she was out in her yard doing stuff in her yard, and she had like runny nose and she started coughing. So I thought she was having like allergies, and by her house she has a lot of trees, and so that's what I thought it was. Well, she started feeling very, very bad a little bit on Sunday. And then on Monday, she called me and said she was feeling better. And then next thing I know, around 3 o'clock, she calls me and like she's calling the ambulance to take her to the hospital. So they take her to the hospital, and by the time I get to the hospital, because I was at work, they were running all these tests and taking blood, and they came back, and by the time they came back, they saw that all the tests came back fine. And so the doctor was like, well, I just want to check one more thing, because when she coughed, she would cough up phlegm, and it was like had a little bit of blood in it. So she was like, and typically that is a sign of possible blood clots. So but she didn't think it would come back with that, and so she was gonna run a test. So they had already taken the blood and everything, so they was gonna use the blood that they had already submitted to the labs to check for that. So she was like, well, they won't be doing that till later on in the night, in the evening. So my mom was like, well, you might as well go home. So I leave from the hospital coming to my house, which is probably like a 20-25 minute ride. And by the time I got home, I come through the door, my mom's calling me, and she said that they said that the test was positive. So they were going to do a CAT scan on her. And it was like positive for blood clots. Now by this time, they had given my mom some Benadryl because she's allergic to the dye contrast that they do when they administer the CAT scan. So they gave her the Benadryl, and they also gave her some other kind of medicine. But the medicine kind of made her a little loopy. So I'm not sure if she heard what she thought she heard. But nevertheless, they did the CAT scan. And so when I got there yesterday, so I did not go to work yesterday. And so when the hospital opened, I couldn't get no information over the telephone early in the morning to see how the CAT scan went, because they did it late in the night, in the evening. And I figured by the time she came back home, that came back to her room, she would probably be out of it. So they came. So when I got to the hospital yesterday, I was lucky enough, I hadn't been there long, and the doctor came in, and he said that he was asking her all these questions and things, and what he was leaning towards when they saw on the CAT scan is that she had fluid around her lungs. So he said it looks like it was pneumonia. And so she said, and there's different types of pneumonia, and so it looks like somewhere along the line she may have aspirated and it went back down and settled in her lungs, and that got infected, created an infection. So that is what they were treating. But my mom also has heart issues, so they wanted to watch that also. They didn't want to aggravate anything with her heart, and she has a pacemaker. So all that being said, so I spent some time there with her yesterday, and then I went and ran some errands for her, and then went back to the hospital and sat for about an hour and a half or so, and I came back home. And so this morning, I got up this morning. I had some work that needed to be done. So I worked a couple of hours, 2 hours or so this morning, and now I am headed to the hospital. Well, I actually worked until like 9:45. So now I am headed to the hospital. I have some things in the back, and she wanted some of my chicken salad that I made a couple of days ago for some of my girlfriends who came over after work, and we just kind of chewed the fat. And so I had some left over, and so I'm bringing her that because yesterday she wanted me to go to Burger King and bring her a hamburger. I'm not bringing you no hamburger in the hospital. Isn't that funny how when older people are sick or whatever, and they always want something they didn't have no business having? Yeah, so I didn't take her no hamburger, but I will take her some of my chicken salad that is off the chain. Everyone was talking about how good it was, and Mr. B ate some this morning because I made a huge amount of it, and my girlfriends took some. We actually ate this for dinner yesterday. I had the chicken salad and croissants because I had leftover croissants. As a matter of fact, you're gonna see that video coming up next week. So yeah, we did that, and we had potato chips last night, and that was dinner because your girl was tired. I did not sleep well the night before, and I was tired, so I'm just not leaving home. But I just wanted to catch you up on some of the things that were happening with us. So you guys, you know, Friday, was it Friday or Saturday? Saturday, Mr. B and I went on live, and that was so much fun. He really enjoyed that. You guys made his day, and he liked the fact that a lot of your spouses was on here and commenting with him. So he really enjoyed that. So that was fun for Saturday night. You guys saw the video that I put up yesterday for the for the patio set that we purchased. So I've started working on a patio, and it looked good. It looked good for when my girlfriends came over, and also dealing with the patio. One of you guys was telling me about the quilts paint for the wall, and I was looking for something like that. And so matter of fact, I had bought some cement paint probably about 5 or 6 years ago when I painted in the garage area. Was it the garage area? No, I painted the driveway, but we had to get it up. The subdivision services was like, no. So we had to pressure washer it up. But I do have some that's in my garage, and I need to go and check it, but it's gray. So I looked online once. My subscriber friend told me about the quilts, and so I saw one for the quilts, and it's for like flat surfaces, and so it was not for vertical surfaces, but they do have a paint for vertical. You're gonna run the light. Vertical surfaces. Oh, sorry. Vertical surfaces, and so I'm gonna get that, and it can be tinted. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to when I leave the hospital, I am actually gonna go by the Dollar Tree to see if they have in stock that the bleach that I use every year. So I'm gonna get a couple of bottles of that, and so I have that to wash and clean that wall. And I think I am going to get the paint, and I want to do it like a terracotta color, like a really nice bright orange, but not like pumpkin orange, you know, like a terracotta pot. And I think I'm gonna probably try to do some type of paint technique on there. I would love to do like a stencil, so it'll look sort of like Spanishy. you know, guys, I love like Spanish architecture. I love like Spanish art. I love all of that stuff. So if I can find some type of, look like some Spanish tile or something, I would love to do that. So if I can find a stencil or something, that would be great. Or I just might do some type of sponging technique right there, which will probably be easier to do. And yeah, so I'm going to probably try to get that paint in the next week or so, if I can have time. This week again, this weekend is supposed to rain on Saturday, so it's really screwing up things I would like to do over the weekend outside. Yeah, so, but we also had the opportunity to go and look at a house for an open house that I was very, very interested in. And actually, I'm taking this route here because it's not far at all from my current home. It's not far from my current home, and it's not far from the hospital. So I'm just gonna take this back road. But guys, this house is everything. It's everything. Now, it's listed as 3 bedrooms, but it's actually another room that can be a 4th bedroom. So it is still the same amount of bedrooms. It might be 100 square feet larger than my current house, so not much, but it has a basement. The basement is not finished, but upstairs is like beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful. Now, when we went in there, I was not able to take any pictures, but they do have pictures online. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you some of the pictures on my computer of the house online. But guys, I love the house. I could not stop looking at the house once it came across my screen. And I know this, I think I told you, I'm not sure if I even mentioned the house to you guys last week about a house that I had fallen in love with online, and we was gonna go to open house. I may have not. I think I have told my friends and some of my family about it. But anyway, the house is beautiful. It is beautiful. The outside is stucco, and it has an enclosed deck. It is absolutely beautiful. Now, what the problem is, and the location is still in my zip code. The location is a really great location. And matter of fact, when we go across the bridge, it is it's in the neighborhood. Well, it's in the area where T.I. and it was somebody else. There's another rapper who died recently, lived over this way in this area, but it's in the Lake Spivey area. And I love this area, and the mere fact that this house in this community is in my price range. Actually, I'm like overwhelmed, and it is really great. Now, it's not in the $1 million section over that side of Lake Spivey where they have the lake, and we're getting ready to go over the lake now, but it's on the other side, so it's closer to Henry. It's between Henry and Lake Spivey, but I never knew that this was the zip code. It was in my zip code. I knew Lake Spivey was in my zip code, but I did not know that this area was my zip code, because I would have thought that it was in Henry County. I know you don't understand, but yeah. So but yeah, so everything was perfect with this house except for one thing. And we're about to ride over the lake right now, so I'm gonna kind of show you this. Okay, as we drive up, and if you've never been to Atlanta or whatever, Atlanta is very, very green. We have a lot of trees here, and the trees are like old trees. And so we're about to go over the lake. This is Lake Spivey here, and then over there on that side here, that is the side where T.I. lives over that way. So you come across here, and it's really pretty. It's a really pretty ride. I love all these beautiful trees. Oops, I think I just passed the subdivision. Let me turn around. Okay, I had to turn around. I wasn't paying attention. I missed the entrance to the subdivision. But that is the problem, the trees. We have so many storms here and tornadoes, especially this time of year. The trees, that was a deal breaker for Mr. B. He wasn't gonna do it. And the mere fact that when we woke up Saturday, we had storms here. And I want to show you this neighborhood. It is absolutely beautiful. Now, I told you guys, I'll show some of the houses. I told you guys that if I could, if I found a house, look at this, that I liked in an already established neighborhood, that fit my criteria, that I would go for. It did not necessarily have to be an already built community. But do you guys see all of those trees? That was just a deal breaker for Mr. B. Coming through here, no ma'am, no ma'am. And to see how the trees tower over the houses. Yeah. Now, it is beautiful. I love how everyone keeps up their yards. I like the fact that the yards are a really nice size. Okay, it's down this street here. Now look at that. But yeah, those trees and how close they are to the houses. And like I said, that the storms that we have here can be treacherous. And look at that. So, needless to say, the inside really didn't matter when we began to look at all the other stuff. And it's that house right there in the middle, right there. They're moving. It's this house right here. It's absolutely, oh, and someone, I knew it was gonna go under contract. Okay, so here's the house here. And you see it's stucco. I love the windows. I really love this house. I love how it is manicured, and there isn't a lot of maintenance here on the front yard, so that's good. That would have been good. And then that's the top of the house. As you see, it's a ranch house, but like I said, it has a basement. That's the front door. Now that is like the formal living room when you come in. And what I loved about this, yeah, the paint color is nice, but it also has pocket lights here. And then they knocked this wall right here. They actually may have windows. So this window out here goes to the covered patio area. So you'll see that shortly. And then if you go down through here, you'll be going into the kitchen area and the family room. Okay, so this is the same room, different view. This is a bedroom right here. Okay, same room. Now this is one of the other rooms they're using as like a little den area, but this could definitely be a bedroom area, but it would have been my office. I love how the light is in here. I love that it has these ceiling fans. I would have changed out these ceiling fans here, but these shelves are really great. I love that. And that's the dining area here. And back here it has like a bay window here. It also has a tray ceiling. I love that light fixture. And as you see here, we had some chair railing here. There was wainscoting. Wainscoting's right here. Really nice architectural detail that I was looking for. Now this is the family room here. And really nice fireplace. That fireplace is actually a gas fireplace. And so it's a really good size. It's probably about the size that my current living room is, but it opens up here into the dining area. Okay, and then here, although this part right here I would have rather had been what did I want, an island. It's a breakfast bar like I have right now, so I would have enough space to have my bar stools. So that was nice. And the cabinets are white. Mr. B doesn't like white cabinets. I was okay with it. I really would have preferred darker cabinets. Okay, so that's the dining area here. And then you have like a little secretarial little workstation here. And then right here is the pantry. Now that was it for the dining room. There was only one dining space, well, and then the breakfast bar, and this was the kitchen with all stainless steel appliances. I'm telling you guys, this house was the bomb.com. Now, although it did not have everything that I wanted, it had majority of the items that I like. The sink here is under counter, and this was granite. And then we had the subway tiles here. Okay, and this is the dining room that I showed you. The other one over there was like a eat-in kitchen. All right, then this was the master bathroom, and it's probably about the same. The master bedroom, and it's probably about the same as my current master bedroom, but this is the master bath, guys. This bathroom is beautiful, and what made it even just like breathtaking would be that you could be in the shower or in the bath and all this nature. I love that part. I've always wanted to have like a bathroom where I did not have to put up any curtains or anything, and it could just be like nature, so I don't have to worry about neighbors or anything. This was absolutely beautiful. And look at all the updates they've done here to the bathroom. These drawers right here were actually functional, and the cabinets had a lot of cabinet space, and I love those bowls as well as the faucet. Now this is what really caught my eye. Now I would have loved if the kitchen cabinets would have been the same color as this, and they would have used this same type of granite or whatever, but it is still a beautiful, beautiful house. Okay. This is another bedroom that they're using as the office. Great room, great size room. Love the windows. I think those are Paladin windows, and this is another bedroom. And this bath here, they didn't do anything to this bath, no updates, but it was okay. I could have lived with it. And then there is the laundry room, which is an actual room. Now this is the outside patio area. This is right here is what you see when you're in the living room, and you see it is covered. This is absolutely beautiful. And then out here is another outdoor area. So this is covered. This part out here isn't covered. And then this is the basement, and like I told you, it was not finished, but with everything upstairs we could probably finish this because they had already done a lot of the electrical work, and the plumbing was already in there. And then right here you see there's a door here, so it wouldn't have been a lot that we would have had to do, so I would have been willing to finish this off. And that's it, guys. This was the house, and you see all of those trees, and as I've shared with you, that was the deal breaker with this. And the trees are really close to the house, and they're very, very tall. I knew it. That house was absolutely amazing, guys. And I'm gonna post pictures so you guys can see it. The open house, I knew someone was gonna do it, and I told Mr. B that this house is gonna be under contract today, and this is just on Saturday. The house is amazing. So someone really came up on a great deal. The neighborhood is beautiful, and yeah, but the trees killed it for us. And I don't mind having trees, and I think about, how it'll keep the the heating bill down and the air bill down during the different seasons. But yeah, and then with the trees, all the upkeep with the pine straw, that's gonna be another expense. So I don't mind some trees, but yeah, these were too many trees. And I looked, there is another house that is available, another 2 homes that are up for sale in this subdivision, but none of them look like that house on the inside. That house was just move-in ready. And whoever is getting that one came upon a good deal. And I wouldn't be surprised if they may have been some type of bidding war, because yeah. So like I said, I knew that house was going to be gone Saturday. Knew it. And if we would have gotten the okay, with Mr. B, he would been like, let's do it, we would have been in that race on Saturday, because there is no way. I would have wanted my agent to come on right now, let's go and write up the contract. So we will continue the search, but I love this subdivision. I love it. I absolutely love it. Now if I can find one similar that doesn't have so many trees for a previously owned home, I would jump on it. I am going to jump on it, but we'll just keep looking. Like I said, we're not in any rush, and that wouldn't have been opportune anyway, because my house isn't ready. Although I don't think my house would have any problem selling, I'm not ready for it to be seen. So, but yeah, I would make it happen if we were going to get that one. It would have been made happen. So yeah, yeah, but that is it. We have been really busy. So I'm going down here to see my mom. I'm going to do something with her hair and put it up. She's been having a lot of people from her church come visit her and things like that. So I want to make sure she's presentable and get her all ready for about time people come by. And again yesterday I forgot a lot of things, so I didn't get to do any of that, but I'll have her ready today. And then I'll be coming back home. I took out for dinner. I'm gonna grill, and I need to stop by the farmer's market on the way home and that is near Dollar Tree. But I'm going to go by there because I want some lamb chops. I have some lamb chops now that I took out the freezer. So, and I'm going to put them on the grill. I should have done this earlier when I got up and just grilled them and marinated them. I'm sorry, had them thawed out, and then I could have marinated them before I left home, so they will be marinated while I'm gone. But it'll be a quick marinade now, and I'm going to grill them. And then the video that I put out today, where I shared the Pioneer Woman's what's that, spatchcock chicken. Come on. I paired with that some couscous, and it was the olive oil and herb, I think couscous was really good. So I had some couscous left over, so I'm gonna make a salad with that, and so we're gonna have that with the lamb chops, and I also have some asparagus, and I'm gonna grill the asparagus, and that is going to be dinner for tonight. So I think that is about all that I have to share with you guys. I'm about to turn on the street that the hospital is on.